Here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Detroit Lions. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Pugh. Throw here's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Pugh. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dragons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, He's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Throwing on first down. Pugh. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw on second down. Pugh. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Pierce in motion left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. But you look at this defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves. And those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. On 1st and 10, Pugh lets one go downfield for Pierce. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kendre Miller. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dragons are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But you look at this defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On the counter, it's Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Pugh. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Hooker wants to change the look. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Trying to throw again here, Hooker. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Pugh. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good run, and they get off the field.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. It gets this complete to Shaheed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Hooker. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Finding space at the 40. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hooker on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Escaping the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Hooker to the air yet again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Hooker. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. To throw on second down, here's Hooker. Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Hooker's going to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And in for the Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, 35 yards. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Operating from the gun. Pugh. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Back to throw. Pugh. And this is going to be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when you get...
On springs free, Montgomery loses it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing. Hooker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
That one finds Pierce right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun on 3rd down. Pugh. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting the lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pugh. That'll be taken in by... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have the Lions first down as he gets a little more than he needed. 4 yards to pick up there on 4th and 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Hendon Hooker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Lions use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Off play action. Pugh. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory. Down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Shoves him aside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Here's Hooker to throw it. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Pugh. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I were 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Quick throw by Hooker, complete.
Touchdown! Paris Campbell from 10 yards out.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense so far on third down, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown! Chris Olave, 54 yards. And the Dragons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down. Pugh. Thomas brings it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here we go. 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pugh, touchdown! Juwan Johnson from 4 yards out. And the Dragons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. But they'll turn to Kamara. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Hooker's looking to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets. You ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going to fade down. You pray for distance from guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What should be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it. Don't want to believe it. But no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. But screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a moment? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great, there's ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me.